Professor Gough,
Hi,
how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Great. I hope I'm not, are you busy at the moment?
Well, I'm always busy. but-
We actually have a new series called Five Things You Don't Know About Me. Do you have a few minutes?
Sure.
So maybe tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. So I'm currently Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. I'm an Associate Professor of History, and I've been at HPU for 20 years.
20 years.
20
Wow.
years.
Wow. Congratulations. That's quite
Yeah.
a while. Wow.
And I've been Dean of the College of Liberal Arts for 4 years, and before that I was the Dean of the Residential Honours Programme for a couple of years.
Oh, the Residential Honors Program. That's a really unique program at HPU,
It is
right?
a very unique program, and I think really one of the true interdisciplinary programs, honours programs in the country. You have like 2 instructors in each class from different disciplines,
Right.
trying to attack problems from different, perspectives, which is how you tackle problems in the real world, right? So
Yeah.
we've tried really to focus the program around different ways of thinking and how you can kind of combine those to solve issues. So yeah,
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I know this is kind of on the top of your head, but do you have maybe 5 things we may not know about you?
Okay.
5
I
things.
haven't book, but I'll try to think of something.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know. So obviously, number one, everybody knows I'm not from here. But,
Let me guess where you're from.
yeah, most people think I'm from Australia.
Australia,
Now. Something
okay.
might have happened to my accent. I was born in England, although my ancestry, at least on my father's side, is Welsh, which is where my name comes from.
Okay.
Gough is the original root of Gough is Goch, right?
Right.
It's Welsh. It has a lot of phlegm in it.
Right.
And it means red-headed.
Oh, redheaded. Oh,
As in
interesting.
temper, not as in coloration.
Oh.
But, I'm a nice person.
You're very. So the right way to say your name would be like Gough.
Yes. So like it's Goff. In fact, one whole branch of my family changed the spelling of the last name because they were so sick of people mispronouncing it. So, that half of my family spells it one way, half of us
okay.
the original way. We are all related, but we quibble over spelling. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I guess that would be one thing.
Yeah. So that's not one. What else can I tell you? So number two.
Number
when
2.
I was an undergraduate, which was only about 10 years ago, right? No, that was quite a long time ago. When I was an undergraduate, I was actually a collegiate athlete.
Oh, wow.
Pretty sure you're not going to be able to guess which sport.
Let me guess. Soccer?
No, and
No?
then of course you should say football.
Football,
right?
football.
Remember, right?
Of course.
Right. No.
Not football. Okay. Tennis.
No, although I do like tennis, and we can talk about that in a moment.
Okay.
You get one more guess.
Volleyball?
No. I played volleyball once in my life, and that was on International Sports Day in my high school. We played volleyball because you don't play in Britain. That was the only time I've ever played. So I was a collegiate athlete in cricket.
Cricket. I should have guessed cricket.
Cricket. We had one of the few women's teams in cricket at
That's
my
very
university,
cool.
which was Durham University in the north of England.
So is that a cricket ball on your desk right
yeah,
there?
Thank you.
I thought I
saw
saw
a cricket ball. It's slightly smaller than usual, but yes, this is a cricket ball. It's kind of like a softball, but smaller and harder. And one of the differences between this and softball or baseball is that nobody wears gloves, right?
Right.
To catch it unless you're standing behind
Wow.
what's called the wicket.
Wow.
I was not the wicket keeper. I was a wicket keeper in elementary school, but when I was in university, I was a bowler and a batsperson, I guess.
batsperson.
So, yeah, this.
I don't think I've ever seen a cricket
Yeah,
ball before. Wow.
they're
Very
pretty
cool.
Yeah, so I keep this on my desk, just to remind me of past glory. And
Well, that's very cool. So that's 2.
That's 2. Okay, what else can I tell you? Because I'm into visual aids.
Okay.
We can wander around here. So let's start over here. This is my showcase of tennis trophies.
Well, I love tennis.
I'm not very good at tennis, but I have an enormous amount of enthusiasm, but not much skill. And the good thing about being in Hawaii is you can play tennis all year round.
Right.
So that's fantastic.
Right.
So I really do enjoy doing that. And nowadays I play a lot of doubles rather than singles because singles too much running around.
Very cool.
So what am I up to?
That's number 3. You got a 4th thing?
Oh, so over there in the corner.
Okay.
Pans to the corner. There's a guitar, right?
I see it. Yeah.
So I do play that. I played guitar since I was again in high school. But,
so is that that's not an electric guitar?
No, I do have an electric guitar. I have too many guitars, right? I started collecting them.
I'm jealous. I only have one. Okay.
Although not as much. I think you interviewed Dr. Hart in communication.
Yes.
And he told you all about
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
But I do have several guitars, largely acoustic and classical. I trained on classical guitar when I was younger, but now I largely play acoustic, and I'm in a Celtic music band.
Oh, this sounds familiar.
Yes. Yes. So
with Professor McCreary. Yes.
We call ourselves the Merry Sisters of Fate.
That's great.
I play guitar. I'm learning to play like the low D whistle. I have a bowrun, which is a Celtic drum.
Oh, cool.
Well.
Wow.
And then the other summer, I was trying to teach myself to play mandolin.
Oh wow. That's very difficult.
I try to learn a new skill every summer. That's like my summer project. So the other summer,
fantastic.
It was mandolin. So I was trying to.
That's really hard.
Small,
yeah.
So.
That's really good. So one more thing. Can you think of one more thing?
Okay. Well, again, visual aids.
Okay.
Like that. So here, this is nerdy, but I am a proud and out geek. So these are little figurines from the longest running sci-fi series on television. Of course, it's British, and it's Doctor Who.
Very cool.
Doctor Who started even before I was born.
Doctor Who, wow.
But it's still going. The series is still going.
Yeah, that's very popular.
And I'm sure a lot of people actually know this. It's become very popular in
now
America.
students are going to want to come in and they're going to take a look at those.
And if they want to donate any models, I'm just in that. So that's my nerdy side. But I'm a big sci-fi, kind of fan. And I think a lot of historians are, because I'm a historian, because there's a lot of similarities.
So what classes in history do you teach at HBU?
Even though I was brought up in England, I'm an American historian.
Oh, okay.
So I do teach the survey courses. So if you really want to know the truth about the American Revolution, you need to take my class.
Right.
It's not propaganda, it's the truth. But I teach the World Civilization series. And then in upper division, I teach courses on women's history, and I teach courses on African American history and the African diaspora, and Atlantic history as well, because I'm interested in the connections, obviously, between America and Britain.
Wow,
so,
you teach a lot of different areas. That's great.
Yeah,
wow.
But they're all intertwined, so it's a lot of fun.
Well, I really appreciate getting to know you better. I didn't know any of those things, and
don't use them against me.
I won't. And I really appreciate your time, and have a great summer.
Okay, thanks.
Aloha.